Hello everybody. Good evening, happy Wednesday, and welcome to the Initiative Order, and welcome to episode 3 of 3's and 7's, a live play using the Gaia Complex. Before we dive into today's game, let's go ahead and meet our hired guns for the evening. Let's start off with Aislinn, please.
Hi, I'm Aislinn, and I am playing Andy, or Andromeda Sky, the Paramed.
Excellent, thank you so much. Let's throw it over to Alex. Oh, I think you might be muted there, Alex.
I am muted. Not anymore, though.
You're good.
Goose is starting off real well.
Off to a good start, yeah. I'm just like my character, terrible at everything. I'm Alex, Goose the mech, and here to roll some failures.
Perfect. Let's throw it over to Brice, please.
Hey everybody, I'm Brice. I am playing Glitch, the operator.
Excellent. And last but certainly not least, Margaret.
Hey everybody, I'm Margaret Krohn. This is not what I normally look like, but it's because I'm playing Sable, your paranoid cyberpunk granny with a tiger and 30 house cats. It's fine. And I have a ghost that lives in my house. Great.
That was terrifying.
I know, it's just my face.
And our fifth hired gun, he is off traveling at the moment. That would be Miguel. You can find him all over the internet. I'll plug him at the end, but he is the dude right below me. Just that beautiful little picture down there. We miss you, Miguel. Wishing you safe travels. We'll see you when you get back. As for myself, my name is Nate Ridenauer, and I will be your game master for this journey. Now, before we dive back in, just a quick reminder of the ongoings of our last session. Our group of hired guns, you decided to follow the lead of one Dr. Ember Scorch, somebody who Andy had recognized from your past of working with in some capacity. And as a group, you collectively went over towards the corporate plaza, over towards where her lab is at, located in this large tower. Upon getting over to that area, I'm a bit difficult to hear. One moment, I apologize. Turn me up just a touch there. Hopefully that's better. Thank you, chat. Making your way over towards the corporate plaza and the tower, you all kind of decided to separate out into groups. Sable sticking back with the van and doing some drone surveillance, while Andy, you, and Nacho went in through the front door, while Glitch and Goose attempted to break in through the side of the building. Eventually, you all met up in the elevator going up. Upon making your way to the 5th floor of where Ember's lab is located, Andy, you stepped out, distracting Ember for just a bit of time for Glitch and Goose to kind of run off and start doing their thing. You all tried to break into Ember's lab as Andy and Ember were stepping away for lunch. Goose, I believe you took your shotgun and just started hammering away at the keypad, locking down her lab. Resulting in...
We can't leave these boys alone.
You can't.
No.
That's amazing. Resulting in the entire lab being shut down, alarms blaring, and a significant chunk of Gaia's police force coming down upon the building. Andy, feigning your difficulty making your way up these stairs, huffing and puffing in hopes to slow down Ember. You were able to slow her down just enough for Goose and Glitch to get a head start up the stairs, where the two of you made your escape, down the fire escape, down to the ground level, where Sable met you with the van. The two of you then piled in, Sable gunning it down at a whole 5 miles per hour, slowly driving away from this location.
The dice rolls were not with me on that, but it's pretty funny.
Meanwhile, just completely leaving Andy behind to step into Ember's lab, where the two of you are currently sitting down to a drink. Andy, we'll go ahead and start with you. Up in the lab, there is almost like a one-way mirror glass wall immediately down the right-hand side of this room, where if you look in, you see an individual human spread out on the central table in this room, and this hulking monstrosity just slowly pacing its way around the room.
Yeah, Andy's gonna take the drink, because that requires it.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna take a seat next to Ember. Now you've got me saying Amber. Just like swirling the liquid inside. So we gonna talk about that?
And Ember takes a long draw of her drink. Just kind of sets the glass on the table and just looks at you. My latest experiment.
I feel like I'm gonna need a lot more context than that, Ember.
Well, look, I'm sure you're aware that there are more than one type of vampire. There's obviously the norl, and she kind of gestures into the room with the hulking monstrosity. And there's also the vril, who are the more human type. What if we can heal them? What if there's a way to help them become more cognizant, help them become more human?
The turning friendly over there into someone more passable.
I don't know if it's doable. I hope it is. I mean, it beats having to worry about, killing each other every night.
That is true. Who's funding this?
I may be moving some lab funds around under different names.
Oh, so you're funding this just in a, an Ember sort of way. Cool.
Exactly.
Yeah. So your investors don't know that you're doing this?
Well, there's no reason for them to know yet. At least not until I have concrete results to show for it.
And yet people are trying to break in.
Well, as careful as I am, there's always those who are better at surveillance than I am at stealthing around. It's not a perfect setup. I'd like to try to move it away from here.
Maybe away from a window.
Well, luckily nobody can see in. At least I don't think they can. Not from the outside, anyway.
Hope not.
Yeah. Anyway, what brings you here? It's been a while.
Yeah, this is going to seem... I might have maybe some answers who might be trying to do this to you. Like, I just wanted to come and chat and see if you knew anything about, and I'm going to take out the drive.
Mm-hmm.
Does the drive have the logo of the vampire-y skull?
Nope, it is completely blank.
Okay, just completely blank. I'm gonna slide it over to her. Your info's on that. Detailed.
How detailed?
Enough that someone could pretty easily find you. Isn't giving any passwords or anything, but came across it on a job. With some vampiric sort of insignia.
Interesting. Where?
Well, outside the city.
Is this the only one you found, or were there more?
There are a few more. This is the one that I happened to decode. Saw your image on it. Figured you'd want to know.
Well, I appreciate it. Just out of curiosity, was this something you just stumbled across, or you said a job? Who exactly hired you for it?
I got picked up by the mercenary crew. They already had the job.
Well, if you can get in touch with them, I'd very much like to know.
Someone you're worried about.
I mean, I just like to follow all clues.
It makes sense. Logical.
I mean, you know, in these streets you can't trust anybody.
No kidding.
Is this all you found?
That's all I have.
Well, I appreciate it. She kind of just takes the drive from you if you'll let her. It just kind of slides it.
Yeah, I've seen everything that's on it.
Mhm.
And everything that was on it was things I already do because I know her.
Yeah, yeah. She just kind of takes the drive and slides it in her pocket. Well, it's a bit troubling.
Yeah, just a bit, especially with this going on. And the link to some sort of vampiric society or cult or I don't know, it was like a vampiric skull. Have you ever seen that before?
Give me a persuasion check if you would, Andy.
Absolutely. The worst thing. This is on a D12, right?
D12, you want a little roll? If you're not skilled in persuasion, you'll need to give me 2 successes.
I am skilled in persuasion, at least. Okay, that is 1 success.
1 success, okay.
And 1 very close to not success.
Okay. And she kind of sits back and thinks for a moment. And she steps up and goes over to her desk and pulls over her tablet, kind of sets it down in front of you. She opens up a file of photos. And she starts scrolling through, and these are the images of that gentleman in there. Not the big one, the one on the table.
I figured he was the one you were calling the gentleman, yes.
And she scrolls to a photo as a forearm. It's got that same exact insignia tattooed into it. Like that.
Yes, like that. What is it?
I thought just some kind of gang symbol, but if you think it's more closely tied to vampire.
I mean, it's got teeth. It looks like a very bitey skull. I mean, position to position, human teeth aren't shaped like that.
Well, most of them. I mean, we can,
I
you
mean,
know.
yes.
Naturally,
does he
no.
Have, did he file them? Did you check?
And she kind of scrolls through a couple more photos. And you can see there's one where she's got his mouth kind of propped open, and you can see that his canines are indeed sharpened.
Interesting. Where did you... First off, like, did you, like... Or was he already...
No. He, from the morgue.
I mean, he's not dead, I think. Is he? I don't know. They don't seem to like dead people.
I mean, he was dead when he got here. I have been pumping a little bit of synthetic blood through his veins just to attract the norl.
Got it. That makes sense.
But
But the morgue.
yeah, he came in 2 or 3 nights ago. Needed something
It was
to.
2 or 3 nights ago when when they did their whole thing against.
No, that was literally just last night.
Okay.
Was when that event happened. Well, I appreciate you giving me this. I'll,
What you doing here? It's good.
I like to think so. But of
Good
course,
to give him a chance.
you know, most of our citizens would rather we just shoot these things and call it a day, but
I mean, yeah, but you're talking to me. I have a vamping employee.
oh yes, that's right.
Yeah, Kirsten. She's got good promise. I mean, she's probably only there because I pay her in synthetic blood, but you know,
Huh.
it works.
It keeps her out of trouble.
We need it's part of the PR program, you know. They need to work on their initiatives, and that, pointing to the guy on the table, probably isn't going to help them.
And give me a perception check as you point to the guy on the table.
See, that I'm good at. That is 2 successes, and one of them is a critical.
Excellent, excellent. As you kind of point at the guy on the table, and you kind of look at him, you swear you see his eyes slowly blink at you.
I'm going to very quickly, are there any like machines taking his vitals or anything?
In the room that you're currently in, no.
Okay. I'm going to keep my eyes on this man, and I'm gonna let like them widen a bit. I'm gonna let her see that I saw something.
Okay. No worries. And Ember kind of goes over and looks through the glass and is just staring at this individual as well. Back downstairs on the streets, Goose, Sable, and Glitch piled in to the Trimble and Trimble Volkswagen Surfer van that is now cruising at a cool 15 miles per hour away from the tower. You all see just more and more of these Gaia drones as they are just kind of flying low above the ground, each of them carrying 4 officers as they kind of just drop down into the streets, weapons drawn, and just begin patrolling the sidewalks all up and down this area. Any actions from the 3 of you?
Well, how long is she going to be? How many times do you want me to go around the block?
Maybe we should give her a call.
Oh, good timing.
Maybe she's calling us.
Well, that's if she's, even still alive, that is. Who knows what Ember's up to. What do you think? You think she's working for the vampires? You think she's working with the vampires? You think what that thing was a pet, an experiment, a project? What do you think that monstrous thing in there was?
Well, you saw it more closely than I did, but all I saw was something big. Looked like it had its mouth around something else's neck. I knew they were doing something with the vampires. I told you, they're coming.
You think Andy's in trouble?
Well, if she's caught up in whatever they're doing, perhaps. But she knows how to handle herself.
Yeah, she has a previous relationship with Ember that might account for something. Help get her out of a bind. You know, she's good at talking her way out of things. She's
Well,
resourceful.
Depends on if Ember is on our side.
I hate to leave her there. I wouldn't want her blood on our hands.
Well, if you want to go back in, but I don't think it's a good idea. Maybe try texting, and this time no little pictures, just words.
Okay, I'll take out my phone and send her a quick text. That says all good with like spelled ALGUD.
And Andy, the message does come through to your phone.
Andy's a little preoccupied, depending on when that text message comes through. Like, she's gonna keep her eyes on the what should be a dead person that just blinked at her.
Totally fair. Yeah, you and Ember are just staring in there into this area. You do feel a slight vibration in your pocket.
And I make a mental note, I will check that when I don't need to stare at this thing. And whenever we resolve so that they can keep going.
Staring at the screen, waiting for the like red message delivered, or like the spinny, like the 3 dots typing back. I don't see any response. Maybe she's not able to answer her phone, or maybe she's dead already.
Does my phone like pop into my ocular implant?
Yeah, so you would see like just a little sliver that just says message from glitch. Kind of just pop up right in front of your eye.
If there's a way that I can like, without really taking my eyes off, I'm gonna just emoji thumbs up. I don't have the mental capacity to do more than that, but
Okay, no worries.
just something so they know I'm not dead. It could
Sure.
be, I could even like put the wrong emoji on accident, but
Glitch, you wait a couple moments, and a thumbs up emoji pops through.
Well, I could turn around. Let me know what the plan is.
Oh, I got a message back, but it's clearly not Andy. She never sends emotes.
I thought you were all sending emotes back and forth to each other earlier.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Maybe I'm just feeling guilty leaving her in there. She sent a thumbs up. I don't know. Maybe that means she's okay.
Normally when people do kids not use thumbs up for good things now? What are you using thumbs up for?
I guess I don't know. I'm not really on any of those online platforms.
Well, neither am I, so what about you?
I just have a flip phone. I
Right.
can't do it.
Oh. Well, maybe we go pick up slice of snack while we wait.
Yeah, give it some time to cool down. Let the Gaia officers maybe disperse. Maybe we could just go back and ask for a meeting with her.
Like just walk through the front door.
Like maybe we just walk through the front door.
Why not?
If you want to, we could try.
Should we give it some time first? See if we hear more from Andy?
You all tell me what you want to do. I need to take a turn here.
As we're approaching the intersection from 5 feet away, and I've got 2.5 minutes time to decide.
You're still driving by the tower at this point, like you haven't even gotten past it.
We're just going around the other side of the block.
And as you're kind of making that turn, though, you do see two Gaia officers just begin slowly stepping out into the street. One of them kind of raising an arm up for you to stop.
Sable waves and slows down. Oh, I think they want me to slow down. I wonder if they found my cat.
And one of them kind of approaches the passenger side. The other one comes over to the driver's side window, Sable, and just kind of tap on it.
I roll down the window.
Oh, it's
I
definitely one
imagine
of the
we have a
crank buttons.
manual.
Right?
It's a
Glitch and I are
manual
both in the
rolling.
back still.
Yeah, you two are still in the very
There's
back.
no one in
so
the passenger.
it's just Sable up front right now. And
Yes, can I help you, officer?
Is this an AI officer?
oh yeah,
Does it look similar to my other one?
Did
Yeah.
you find my cat?
ma'am, I'm not aware of a search for a cat. I'm sorry, this area is on lockdown. I'm gonna have to ask you to turn around and please exit the area immediately.
Well, can't I exit that direction? Isn't it more dangerous for me to turn around?
No, go that way.
Alright.
She just shrugs and starts turning around.
And he kind of
Sorry.
steps back, and he's kind of walking with you as you turn your vehicle, making sure you are not trying to go in any other direction.
Start your 20-point turn to
Yeah.
try to
Like Austin Powers.
yeah.
I mean, we can roll to see how well I do this turning around if you
Yeah,
want.
go and give me a driving check.
Oh my gosh, it's not very good. What is the drive check?
It's under
Perception.
reflexes
It's
or
a-
perception.
Oh, it is?
Okay, so I'm not trained in. I'm trained in piloting drones, but not driving. So we'll see how this goes. Oof.
The van
two
is just
fails.
a drone on the land.
2 fails.
2 fails. Okay.
No,
Not
no
crit
power
fails.
steering.
One was close to a crit fail, but
Sable, you
The
begin
opposite.
to try to turn this vehicle. Unfortunately, you kind of turn the wheel the wrong way, and you kind of curb it up for just a moment, and you feel the front of the vehicle just kind of slam back down. You definitely hear an audible psst.
I just
I
fixed
think
that.
something's wrong with this steering wheel. What did you do to it?
I didn't do anything to it. I'm gonna like lean up and like turn it for her.
I don't know if I believe you, Goose.
Goose, you're leaning over to help assist in turning the wheel, yes?
Yes.
Okay, give me a driving check as well, Goose, if you would.
This is what I'm known for. Hey. 1 success, but it was a critical success.
Critical success.
Nice.
Excellent. So as you're making this turn, Glitch, you're kind of in the back just jerking back and forth as it's very much a stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. But Goose is able to kind of get it turned in the correct direction to where you're now facing the other way.
Oh, well, that works. Sorry, officer. No, I don't drive that often.
It's all right, ma'am. Just move along. Perhaps your this young man could drive instead.
Yeah.
she just waves him off and keeps driving like really slow.
And you're just going do down the street as you hear just the sound of loose flapping rubber hitting the pavement.
Oh no.
I think we might have a flat again. This time it's not my fault.
Do we roll for which wheel it is? Is it the same one?
Go ahead and tell you what. Roll me a d4.
You go for it, Goose.
Okay. The D4. There's one. 2.
2. Okay. It is the back passenger tire this time that is completely blown out.
Don't get any ideas. We're not stealing anyone else's wheels.
She's just gonna drive really slow.
Super slow. The
I
van
think
just
it'll
goes
make it.
chugging down the road, heading back towards the main city, away from the Corp Plaza.
I'll send a quick text to Andy with like a tire emote, explosion emote, house emote, and then like a clock with a 10 timer on it, like back in 10.
And Andy, you see all these emotes just pop up in front of your face.
They're all
Yeah,
like
I'm.
an individual message though, so it's
Yeah.
just like spam.
Oh no.
And Ember is just kind of looking towards you, Andy, and just, you okay?
Yeah. Me. We have history. You know, I am of sound mind. We can both agree on this, correct?
Usually.
His eyes just fluttered.
You're sure?
I mean, I saw it. I'm
Hey,
pretty sure.
Just,
Do you have any, like, vitals hooked? I know he came in dead, so, like, it wouldn't be standard procedure, but you're doing a weird experiment. Did you at least, like, is there something monitoring the dead guy who the vampire is sucking things from?
I mean, I can. Yeah, give me one moment. She kind of walks over to another part of the one-way mirror, and you see her just kind of run her fingers in this pattern. And it's almost like a screen pops up on this mirror itself, and she begins punching in various numbers. And you see inside the room, the floor kind of opens up around the table, and you see these wires and needles kind of just pop out of the floor and plug into this individual.
Sick.
I'm so jealous of your budget. Like,
Just go back to school for a couple more years, and you can get there. Let's see. And she's just kind of going through a few different vitals, and You can see one of them almost pops up like an x-ray of him as it's kind of scanning up and down. You can see that the right side of his rib cage is completely fractured and shattered in a couple places. The rest of his bones, though, seem to be for the most part intact. As it kind of scans over the skull, you can see very much his pronounced canines. She kind of flips over, scanning just like the heat signatures coming off the body.
Are there other like biological markers that distinguish vampire from human with filed down teeth?
From what you can see, no.
Cool.
And she's kind of flipping through, going through the body heat signatures. The body itself, very, very cold. Far too cold for any human to be alive. And she's kind of scanning the brainwave. She kind of stares at it for a couple moments. And very, very, very seldomly, just get a little ping. Oh, that's
Did you run
interesting.
this test? Did you run these sort of tests before you had Friendly over there sucking on him? Or is just this the first time you've checked?
I'm not an amateur. I am positive he was dead when he was here. Completely dead. No brain function. Dead.
Well, this is an interesting development.
This is...
You didn't help the big guy, but you might have made something new.
Well, just something else to keep an eye on, I suppose.
You got enough, like, there's no, like, chance of containment breach here, like...
Oh,
I know you and you tend to be here alone by yourself late nights. Little worried that something's gonna, like, they're gonna gang up on you if this thing keeps, starting to think.
And she just kind of taps her forearm where her sword's at, and just... Trust me, I can handle myself.
Yeah, you are a capable woman. Woman strong, yes. But...
I very much appreciate the concern, Andy, but... Trust me. Nothing's gonna happen here. It's locked down.
Yeah, that just... I feel like every Hollow movie. Every time. It's like the famous last words of the scientist who's playing God.
Would it make you feel better?
You're being a stereotype.
Would it make you feel better if I told you that that room is also an incinerator?
Yes, it would make me feel better.
Good, and she kind of flips a couple switches and you see the ceiling vents kind of open up. And it almost looks like these giant blasts of fire ray just kind of come pouring out of it.
All right, well that's...
Helps sterilize things and helps keep the projects, where they need to be.
All right.
Again, when you have a nice budget, you can do some cool stuff like this.
I can barely get mops.
If you need mop heads, I think I got a few spares. They're the really good ones, too.
Ugh.
Swiffer wet shit.
Yeah.
It's
not like the crusty one that you have to like squeeze out.
Oh,
like
no.
School janitor style. Well, so I know you definitely have a project going on here. I don't know if this may pertain to anything like, dead bodies having weird things in them. But at least, or injured bodies, I suppose. He wasn't dead when I left him. But that vial I handed you, I don't have the equipment to really analyze it.
Oh, yes, the sample you pulled from Diesel.
Yeah.
Well, let me run it through a couple machines here and see what we can find out, shall we?
Yeah. Fitting name for the coagulation that's happening there. It kind of reminds me of like coagulated blood from snake venom.
Interesting. And she kind of looks at the consistency of it and not a bad comparison. And she goes over and she pops open the vial and dips a swab into it. And you see her shove into this little tube, and this machine starts analyzing. Oh, that's interesting.
What do you find?
Oh, it's human mixed with synthetic, mixed with something even my machines can't read.
Excellent. That bodes really well.
Where is this individual now?
Last I checked, he was unconscious in my clinic.
You didn't leave him alone there, did you?
I have staff.
Huh. You might want to give him a call.
I'm already dialing while I'm just like, why?
You dial in.
Oh yeah.
Okay. The screen pops up in front of your face, almost like a FaceTime, as you're waiting for Kirsten to pick up.
Come on, Kirsten, come on.
Rings for a few moments. No response.
What do you think is happening, Ember?
Well, it seems like whatever this final substance is, and she kind of types in a couple more things, and like you said, it's almost like a venom, but it's very reminiscent of another liquid injectant that we use to. Well, one of the side effects is rage and anger. Seems like this individual might be might be on a rampage.
Great.
If this is similar, this could be something entirely different, but it's very similar to what's known on the street as battery acid.
Battery acid. Excellent. Great.
If they are mixing that with the synthetic blood and the human blood, who knows what that could trigger?
Uh-huh. And is this something that would have been like contamination from the synth blood?
Potentially.
So there could be contaminated synthetic blood out there filled with battery acid.
Going to the vampire.
Yeah.
Did your friends, did they happen to tell you what came out of that sinkhole, if anything?
No, Do you know?
I mean, just
I was elbow deep in people.
I mean, that's fair. I just know the report said several Gaia officers went down, and they're a tough bunch, so for something to be able to take down several of them, and if it came from underground...
Oh, fuck.
Might want to get back to your clinic.
Yeah, and like full backing out of the, and update me on your thing, please.
Oh, yes, we'll do. And she kind of runs over and she puts her hand on the keypad and the doors slide open for you to exit.
And I am booking it. While I'm booking it, I'm going to pull up a screen to everybody else.
Okay. You're booking it back down the stairs. Your screen
I'm assuming,
pops
is
up.
the whole building still on lockdown? Like, can I actually get out of this building?
Inside there's a couple Gaia officers that are kind of patrolling the stairwell, but for the most part, inside seems to be clear.
Okay, I am, whichever way is the fastest, either going down the elevator or down the stairs.
Okay, booking it down the stairs is quick enough. You make your way down to the street. Your screen's popped up. If you want to send a message to your friends, you certainly may.
Cool. Message is just the word urgent, clinic in jeopardy.
Okay.
Exiting building.
Okay. I'm assuming you're going to be sending this to Glitch?
Yeah.
Okay. Glitch, as you're kind of rocking back and forth in the back of the van, your phone goes off and a message pops up from Andy.
Oh, we heard back from Andy. It says urgent clinic in jeopardy. We're gonna be useless in this van with this tire the way it is. Should we go back and get her? Should we go to the clinic? Should we go fix the tire?
I say we
I
get.
don't know if they're gonna let us back over there.
Yeah, is it like crawling in Gaia officers outside?
The second you step out onto the street, you see probably about 4 or 5 different patrols of groups of 6 that are walking up and down the streets, turning the corners.
I at least look like a paramed.
Yeah, and none of them are really kind of looking directly at you. But as you kind of step out and you kind of look down the street, you can very clearly see Goose's van just hobbling, just barely about to make the bridge that exits out of the plaza. Like, if you were to run, you could easily catch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna book it down.
I can try to turn around if you want.
Oh no, we need 3 tires at least.
I'll start texting, meet you at the garage, but maybe I'll see her booking it from behind as I'm like sitting in the back.
Yeah, do I see her in one of the mirrors or something like that?
Give me a perception check if you would.
Okay, I'll definitely do a perception check. It's awareness, right?
Mm-hmm.
I am starred on that. Very trained. And that is very much 2 successes.
Excellent. Yeah, as you're kind of adjusting your rearview mirror, you very much see the image of Andy booking it past some Gaia officers.
Well, maybe I'll just slow down a little bit more because she's running her way to us.
I don't know if that'll
So
be
I slow
necessary.
down even more than already going.
So
I'll open the door of the van and get out and walk alongside of it.
Oh yeah, that's definitely easy enough to do. Sable's going like 2 miles an hour right now. But Andy, easy enough, you're able to catch up
Yeah.
to the rest of the
I'm
group.
gonna just like jump into the back of the car.
I'll see the urgency on her face and jump in behind, pull the door shut.
Okay.
Know what
shot.
happened?
I'll speed up a
Goose,
little bit.
Drive.
Scoot over, Grandma.
I'll try to shimmy over so that they can get in the spot.
All right, Sable shimmies over to the passenger seat. Goose jumping over. All right, Goose,
Andy, how urgent is this?
give me a driving check when you have a moment, Goose.
If you like having a clinic that gets bullets out of your body consistently, urgent.
And I'll
I
floor
can
it.
try to send a drone over. It might make it there faster than we will.
Yeah, at this point.
I'll send my fast drone over.
Okay.
Very fast drone. See what I can see, maybe?
Okay, excellent. So, Sable, you kind of grab out your controller, roll down the window, taking a little drone and chucking it
What
outside.
happens when you have a nat 1 and a nat 12? Do they counter each other? What happens? Because I just rolled that.
Are you're skilled with drone piloting, correct?
I am, yeah.
Okay, with the critical success, I'll say you're okay.
Okay.
Where you chuck it out and takes off
Gets
towards
there super fast and then explodes.
Andy's clinic. Goose, you are flooring it, you said?
Yes, flooring it.
Okay, what'd you get for your driving check, if you would?
I got 2 successes and 1 was a critical success.
Excellent, excellent.
Nice.
So even though you're hobbling around, the second you gun down on it, you can feel the remains of that tire just burn off as you are now just riding down on a rim, sparks flying up behind your van as you were just slamming the gas, heading back towards Andy's clinic.
I'm gonna turn the radio up too.
Excellent, excellent. Blasting some tunes. What would you be listening to, just out of curiosity?
Oh, what were all the bands?
Oh yeah. Oh fuck. What was the one?
Don't tell
Well,
Tony.
he named off a ton
Yes.
of them.
Don't tell Tony.
You're blasting
like
some Don't Tell Tony,
The
all
most
right.
emo song ever.
Don't tell
I'll
Tony.
try to I'll try to question Andy about like what's going on at the lab and see if I can help come up with some sort of like strategy plan of attack for when we get there.
Yeah, so lab I'll get to in a second, just in case we get there. To clinic first. I brought the little bit of blood from our unconscious friend at my clinic. She analyzed it. It has what looks probably like battery acid, not like actual like battery acid from a battery. Battery acid, the kind of, injectable substance that basically creates megaroid rage. And he is in my clinic, and my assistant is not answering.
I mean,
That's not good.
I'm no scientist, but somebody's mixing
With synthetic
real
blood,
synthetic blood, and street drugs, essentially.
basically.
Okay,
Quite
so
the cocktail.
and this came from the guy at your lab, but he was unconscious, wasn't he?
He was.
I see. So this drug blood formula we think has some sort of like reanimating properties.
Maybe not reanimating, but probably mixture of activating some adrenaline, decreasing inhibitions, decreasing pain tolerance, kind of PCP-esque.
No response from your helpers at your lab either, so
No.
okay. How far are we?
How far are we?
You're still several blocks away. I'd say probably about 10 or so blocks from Andy's lab. But Sable, your drone is speeding through that area. Give me a surveillance check if you would, Sable.
That's what my role was for. Or you want me to do another one?
Go and give me another one if you would, please.
Ooh. A crit and a success.
Excellent. So your drone goes flying around the corner, getting a perfect shot of the front of Andy's clinic. As you're kind of flying through, peering through the windows, you see what looks like a young Vril woman at the front counter. Looks like she's typing something up on a tablet, just right at the front counter there. The two doors leading to the back of the clinic currently shut.
Yeah, I'll kind of show them the screen that has this visual on it in my hand.
And he's gonna
Is
start
that
like breathing
hero?
a bit more. We are gonna have a conversation about picking up our phones. But thank you, Sable.
Do you want me to do anything?
Just monitor for right now.
Do
And
the
then-
rest of us know this person that we're seeing on this video, or do we just recognize like a vampire Vril woman?
You probably would have met. You probably would have some idea of who Kirsten is. She's
Okay.
worked for Andy for some time. This is your regular patch-up place. How deep your relationship is with her, I'll leave that up to you.
So what was the concern that had you running out of there?
This was the concern. There's other concerns. They just were not necessarily immediate.
So
Well-
what did Ember say?
Ember's doing some weird experiments up there.
Well, what was the big thing? Was it eating someone? Was it
It
a vampire?
It was. What's the name of the not the Vril, but the
Norl?
Norl.
Norl. Yep.
Norl.
Norl. Yeah, it was a Norl up there. Contained in a room that has an incinerator in the ceiling. So, good job, Ember. Following
What was
her
she
own
doing with one of
stereotypes.
those?
She
Why would you keep one as like a pet or something?
No, she's trying to heal it.
Well, that's not going to work.
Heal
Is
it.
it sick?
No, to essentially turn it more towards a Vril.
Well, the best thing to do for a tumor is cut it out. These things aren't savable. They're monsters. They should be eradicated.
Yikes.
It's a point of view.
Well, do you
If
think
they can, but if they can be saved,
do you think there's anything left to save? Is there any humanity left in there? What would we be saving
I'll tell
exactly?
you what they did to my husband. They're not savable.
there's a point where we don't know how much it's base instinct or override of certain brain functions.
Well, I've never known anything other than to just kill the things. I can't imagine trying to help one.
How
Did you-
exactly was she trying to do this?
Think through whatever synth blood she was pumping into what was a corpse, and the corpse also had a tattoo on its arm that was the Fangy Skulls.
So was the corpse a test? It clearly did something, so...
Oh no, the corpse came in dead, and here's where it gets weird. Not that it wasn't
Alright.
weird to start. Corpse came in dead about 2 to 3 days ago. No brain function, from the morgue. Has nice sharp canines. And it has brain function now.
So they're making more of them. Instead of healing them, they're making more.
Potentially.
Well, sounds like they might be making something new entirely.
Yeah.
Well, I
I think
don't
this
like
is
the
something
sound
to
of
keep
that.
an eye on. She has them both contained in a room with an incinerator. But I'm going to be keeping tabs on that.
Well, if this synthetic blood stuff can do something, to a human, make them turn into a monster, what could it do if it was put into one of these norl beasts?
Exactly. So if there is this battery acid stuff in the synth supply, what all did you find?
Maybe
with
that's
the-
what's in those pills that we found.
Yeah, we should find out what's in those pills.
I ran tests on them. They are blood based.
No other synthetics or street drugs or.
Not that my apparatus was able to tell, and I didn't particularly feel like bringing them to Ember just in case.
Well, I suppose we'll have to do a little bit more testing. And you're not eating one of those, Goose. Don't even think about it.
Absolutely not. Nobody is eating them.
I wasn't suggesting that, but
I'll take his hands down away from his mouth. Well, you know this Ember better than the rest of us. Do you trust her? Is she? Can we trust her?
As much as you can trust anyone in the city.
So,
is
not
she
at
known
all.
to sympathize
someone
with?
to keep your eye on.
Do you know her to sympathize with the vampire?
I mean, same capacity I do. I employ a vril. She's sitting at the front
Silence
desk
in the van.
right now. They're not all monsters.
I got nothing wrong with them. As long as they're not trying to kill me.
And if the ones who are good can be helped, then the others can be changed.
I guess if the end result is there's no more, I guess I could live with that.
I'm just a little concerned, strapped down under an incinerator. That doesn't sound like helping to me.
I mean, the incinerator's hidden behind some panels. She showed me to make sure that I felt comfortable leaving her there alone with something that was becoming alive again.
Did she mention where this body came from? I can't imagine it was a volunteer.
Just the morgue. She saw the tattoo and thought it was a gang sign.
Well, we know that it's not.
Is this symbol like common knowledge at all?
Go ahead, give me a
Within the
streetwise
streets.
check if you would.
Yeah, are these like the human lackeys
Yeah.
of the vampires, basically?
Yeah, I think Sable was the only one who
Street
rolled
one.
to recognize it, and I only recognized it from what happened with my husband.
I got 2 successes.
Yeah.
Nice.
From your knowledge and working on some of the vehicles of some of the less than reputable characters of the streets here. You're fairly familiar with the different tattoos and symbols that they wear. To your knowledge, this isn't one that you've really ever come across until now.
How close are we to the clinic now?
With the conversation that's happened, I would say you're pulling up in front of it at this point.
And he's gonna step out of the van and kind of just, not angry steps, but like when your parent is walking up and you know you haven't done the dishes yet.
Mm-hmm.
Andy, maybe we should be a little more careful.
No, I'm going through the doors of my clinic.
I'm right on her heels with my katana drawn.
Okay,
Yeah.
Excellent. The two of you.
Pulling in my drone.
I guess I'll park this.
You have like a designated spot at the clinic.
Okay.
There's part of the curb is painted just for Goose.
It's got like cool graffiti on it.
Yeah.
So Goose
We
pull
had
up,
a painting
Sable.
day.
Sable, your drone returns back down to you in the van. Glitch, katana out, and you go huffing into the clinic. As Kirsten kind of looks up and, oh, good evening, Miss Andy.
Kirsten, answer your damn phone.
I'm so sorry, I must have left it in the back. Did you try calling him? I'm so sorry.
I'm looking
Yes.
for the body.
Is it in the back where the doors are closed?
Yeah, correct. Out in the waiting lobby, you do not see it at all.
Cool. Kirsten, wait outside.
Okay, but should I get my phone just in case?
No.
Okay.
Not in trouble. I'm
Is-
just concerned about something.
Okay.
So keep your damn phone on when I'm not in the clinic and you're monitoring the clinic.
So since should I go get my phone then if I need to
No,
keep it on me?
I am in the clinic now.
So you just want me to step outside?
Yes, please step outside.
But if I need to get a hold of you,
I will be back. If I'm not back and there aren't terrible screams or gunshots, then you can come back in.
okay, sounds good.
Good girl. And as soon as she's out and everybody else is in, there might be something really scary inside there. Kirsten's great, not good in a crisis.
I'll flip on my UVs. Looking for cold and for movements.
Okay. Your UVs flip on as you're kind of scanning through the back room, through the wall. There's a couple of covered up bodies that aren't really giving up any type of heat signature, but you kind of go over specifically towards Diesel's body. Still looks to be on the stretcher, and it is very, very cold.
Well, that's a good sign.
I'll poke it in my medical knowledge to see if it is alive.
Okay, so you're going into the room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go as well. I'm
Okay.
turning on my med-eye.
Doors slide open. Glitch and Andy heading to the back. Sable and Goose, actions for the two of you.
I'm going in also.
Okay.
I think Sable just has her bags with the drones in them, and she walks in and she says to Kristen, is it Kirsten or Kristen?
Kirsten.
Kirsten, she's like, well, someone's in trouble. She just walks, follows them in.
And Kirsten just kind of like smiles towards you, Sable, and you see her very pronounced canine teeth as she smiles and just kind of shrugs and steps past you, walking
I think
outside.
Sable winces a little, like uncomfortably.
Walking to the back, Glitch, you kind of poke at Diesel's body, and at first nothing happens. Just kind of lays
Excellent.
there.
Let's get out of here.
Well, we're good. Yeah. The clinic's good.
And Andy, you begin scanning him with your med-eye.
Yep. So looking for bleeding, notable wounds, doing a general scan of him.
Okay. Give me a medical check if you would.
You Those are 2 successes.
2 successes, excellent. As you're scanning him, you're not seeing any type of open wounds or anything externally.
Is the original like head trauma not open anymore?
It's not open. As he's
I'm
lying
very
there.
quickly going to look and like, does it look like it's healed itself? I did some very basic first aid on this guy.
Are you lifting the bandage to get a better look at?
Oh
You,
no,
like,
I'm
bandaged
using
his head.
Just using the eye? Okay.
Yep.
As you're kind of scanning through the bandage, you can see that it's not fully closed, but it does look like the skin has started creeping towards itself.
That's concerning. Do I have like restraints anywhere?
That
In
would be
my-
up to you. Is that something you would have?
I feel like it, yeah, because like if you have a stretcher, like stretchers have the like Velcro restraints.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try and really quickly with the, like minimal amount of touching. I'm gonna try and put some restraints down on him.
Okay. What I'm going to need from you is just a straight reflexes check, if you would.
Great.
Oh boy.
Reflexes. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-boop. That is 1 success.
Okay. As you go to start strapping his arms in, you slowly start to go for the right arm first. You get your arms underneath the Velcro strap, and as you're about to do it up, his left arm reaches over, locking down onto your wrist.
Oh.
You see his
Great.
eyes shoot open, and you see almost like he has a piece of technology in his eye too, where a screen flashes in front of his face. And you just see it kind of slowly scan, and an image appears on it. It says Andromeda Sky. It's got your fingerprints. It's got the address of your clinic. It has your salary. It has your known affiliates of Glitch, Goose, Sable, Nacho. As he just kind of snaps his head towards you, gripping onto your arm.
Andy, what is that?
And I'm gonna I'm gonna activate my stunny finger.
Okay.
What I have out. I don't have my weapon out.
Okay, no worries. Before we do that, though, let's go ahead and get some initiative rolls from everybody.
Oh shit.
So this is going to be a d12 plus your perception or reflexes, whichever is higher for you.
Oh hell yeah.
16.
Hey, twinsies!
Woo!
20.
Nice, Glitch with a 20. Excellent.
20 as well.
20. Jeez, y'all are rolling great.
Wow,
Okay.
that's weird.
Double twinsies.
I don't have Slice with me today.
No, you left Slice at home, unfortunately.
That's gonna go
Slice
great.
is like lounging on a couch, like 10 other cats on top
cat
of
stretch.
him.
All right. So, Glitch, you will be starting us off, but before that, let's go ahead and jump to our quick break. So
Okay.
thank you all so much for sticking with us for the first half. We will see you all back here in about 10 minutes or so. Stick around. And welcome back, everybody. So, our group of hired guns back at Andy's clinic, where this individual known as Diesel, Andy, as you were going to strap him down to the stretcher, he reached over, clapping to life, grabbing onto your wrist. Glitch, however, you are up first.
Don't
what
shoot me.
is it you would like to do?
Yeah, so I came in there with katana ready, and this guy was dead, and now his our information. I just saw my information too pop up, right? And then his arm grabbed her, so reflexes kick in. I'm gonna katana that arm, try to get disconnect his grasp from Andy.
Okay, give me that melee roll.
2 successes, but I only needed 1.
Okay, excellent. Roll that damage for me.
Let's see, 4 on the dice, plus 4 is 8, plus 3, 11.
11 points. Excellent. Okay. Perfect. So as you go in with your katana, just slamming it down onto this individual's arm, trying to just cut into it, you get a decent amount of connection to it, but the armor that he's wearing is like the super thick and hard leather, so your sword kind of just grips into it and just kind of tears away at some of the fabric. So he still has his grip on Andy there. We are going... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna holler out to everybody. We got life in here.
Perfect. Over to Sable. What are we doing?
All right. Sable reaches in her. She's got like these giant bags with drones in it. She pulls out her HD Intercept B combat drone, puts it down on the ground, and starts activating it to shoot out. It has a dire arms sub 9 and a single clip of ammo in there.
Okay, perfect. So Sable, you unload your drone, it comes to life on the ground, its machine gun comes out, taking aim.
I think that's only 1 success. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Go ahead and roll that damage for me.
Where is the damage on this? Is that the protection part?
No, you said it's the SP9. Let me look
The
up
sub
the
9,
damage on
the
that for
Dyer's,
you.
I'll add it to my notes. I should probably look up all the guns. All of these then. I feel like I'm probably missing that. I put all the other stats for them except for their
Except
guns.
for the weapon damage. You're good. Let me see here. Firearms. Okay. And after Sable's go, we will be onto Diesel, and then it will be Andy on deck. So let's see. The sub 9, it is going to be 2d3 plus 1.
2d3 plus 1. Oof, I rolled a 1 and a 2, so 4 damage.
4 damage, no worries. Glitch, you come through with your katana, gripping and cutting into his leather jacket. You see Sable just drop this drone as this machine gun pops up out of its back and it starts firing into the chest of Diesel as he's kind of laying there on the table. You see the bullets as they kind of hit his armor and his chest, they almost flatten before actually piercing all the way through. So not quite making a lot of connection there. However, it is now his go. So Andy, he's got one grip on your arm. You see him take his right arm as he reaches down towards his boot. He just pulls out this gnarly looking like survival type dagger, and he just takes it and tries to slash through your stomach with it.
Awesome.
Yep, those are both going to be successes there.
Yay.
So that's going to be 5 points of damage. Go ahead and roll your armor protection for me.
Okay, that's at least. Oh wait, no. 1d3 is divided by 2. 3.
3. Okay, so you take 2 points of damage to your endurance as this knife makes connection
armor is no
with your
longer
armor,
usable.
and it just slices clean through, and you just see this armor top just kind of fall into pieces on the ground. However, it is your go.
Nope, it's Goose.
Goose, I apologize, Goose.
Oh, it is? Oh. Shotgun. Right to the chest.
Shotgun to the chest, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, a firearms check, please, if you would.
Oh shit. 2 failures.
2 failures. Oh no. So good.
Uh-oh. Close range
No,
shotgun
not
in the
again!
clinic.
Oh no.
So good. You take your
Why do
shotgun,
people keep shooting Andy?
and as you're kind of walking up to this guy to try to just get a clean shot right into his chest, you slip over a beaker that somehow made its way onto the ground. You kind of stumble for a minute and just fire down right into the ground of the clinic.
Boom.
Oh, thank you.
We are over to Andy. It is your go.
Andy is going to, in a similar fashion, like, ow! Gert is going to pull out her energy dagger. With her thumb is going to activate it, and I'm going to try and stab down at him to try and stun him to hopefully get my arm out.
Okay.
So, boop-a-doop-a-doop. One of those is a critical success, and the other is still a success.
Excellent. Okay.
Nice.
So you pull out this dagger as you activate it. What does the energy blade look like?
So as the energy courses down it, there's like a kind of bluish glow down the center and down both edges of the blade.
Awesome. And you kind of just take it, flipping around, jamming it into the arm that's gripping you, I'm assuming?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Give
so
me...
he's going to take 5 damage and is stunned for 3 rounds.
5 damage.
Okay.
So stunned, he always is going to be last in initiative now.
Okay. Excellent.
That's a pretty
3
brutal
rounds,
condition.
We will adjust that. Okay.
Yeah, that is pretty brutal.
Perfect. So yeah, you take your dagger and you clamp it down right into his hand, a bit that's sticking out from underneath his jacket, and you pierce right through the skin. It kind of breaks open as he just lets out this grunt of pain, and you see him almost like seize for a moment and go limp. With that,
And I'm gonna try and can I get my arm out and back the fuck away?
on your next round you can. We are at the top of the round with Glitch. What are we doing?
Arm still connected?
Yeah, you can see that he's begun to loosen his grip, but he is still holding on to Andy.
Yeah, I'll take another whack at it.
Give another whack. Go for it.
I'm gonna use a grit point. So, I only need 1 success, so I'm not gonna use a grit point. 1 success.
1 success. Excellent.
Forgot all
Taking your
about
katana
grit.
one more. Boom. Slamming down in.
And that is gonna be 10 on the dice, plus 4, plus, let's see, a 3 is 2. So 4, 5, 6, 16.
16 points. Nice. Okay.
Yeah, combo of katana with the, what is it, the arm thing? The hackjob cyber arm?
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's just
Sick.
gross.
Sick.
So yeah, with that whack coming down hard on his arm, his grip definitely loosens enough, and where you are able to pull away. You just can't move just yet. We are on to Sable. It is your go.
So her arm's still stuck there, or she got it away?
She's got it away. She's just still standing directly next to him. But
I
as it
think Sable
stands,
just
it's out.
is gonna shout and be like,
Are you alright?
Ow!
Didn't bite you or anything.
No.
and Sable will kind of wait. If it does any other like aggressive action, the drone will shoot.
Okay,
if
you
that's
got your drone waiting to take aim if it makes any more moves. Okay, perfect. We are on to Goose. Your go.
I know I have no room to talk, but Andy, you really got to clean up this lab you got. Nearly killed you. And then I'll notice that that Sable's not, doing anything to it, and I'll just aim the shotgun at it and be like, "What are we doing? Are we shooting it?"
Okay, holding your aim shotgun towards him as well. Excellent. Andy, your go.
Andy's backing the fuck up and taking, in her other hand is taking out her gun.
Okay, perfect. Gun out. You begin backing away. as you start to back.
Actually, not gonna take the gun out. Gonna take out one of the syringes of sedative. I'm gonna hold it for now.
Okay.
If it lunges at me, I'm gonna try and.
Okay, no worries. This creature's currently, Diesel's currently laying on the bed as he's starting to move. You said stun just puts him at the end of initiative, correct?
It just puts him at the
Okay.
end of initiative.
No worries. You see him kick his legs off to the side as he stands up, and you see him grab onto the stretcher and use it to just straight up swing it towards Glitch.
Oh shit.
Sable
Oh, I'm
and
shooting.
Yep, Sable, go ahead and give me your firearms there, if you will.
Cool.
I'm going to roll my drone first.
Yes, please.
I don't know if those are successes or failures, but they're the same number. Ooh, 2 successes, barely.
Okay, no worries.
If they match the number, that's a success, right?
Correct. Yep. Go ahead and give me the damage for your fire there.
Barely success. I rolled 2 ones.
Oh no.
3.
3. Same
3
thing.
damage.
Your little drone just bursts these few little bullets, and they strike Diesel in the back. They don't even pierce through his jacket. They just flatten out and tink 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 fall onto the ground. Goose, go ahead and fire off your shotgun if you like.
Of course, I'd love to. Oh my god. Well, hey, I got a 12 and a 1. What does that do?
Are you skilled in firearms?
I am.
Okay. I'm not sure if this is the exact rule. I will rule it as a success since it's a critical success there. So go ahead and roll your damage for me.
Cool
I'll look it up
beans.
because we had it happen twice now.
Yeah, right? What are the
I'm
odds?
curious what the actual rules are on it.
Oh geez, what is that? 4.
4 points, okay. So you
Oh
take...
wait, what am I doing? No, I'm sorry, I rolled the wrong dice. I was looking at my armor.
Oh, you're fine. I mean, we can do 4.
What the fuck? It's a 4.
It's still 4 anyway. So same thing, you kind of get your balance back, you fire off, and the shrapnel just kind of spreads across his jacket. Doesn't seem to slow him down much, as he at this point has grabbed the foot of the stretcher and is just swinging it like a massive bat towards you, Glitch.
Oh boy.
That is a critical success for him. All right. Glitch, go ahead and roll your armor for me.
Let's see. How do I roll my armor?
Whatever the protection value is on it.
My protection is 2d3. Okay, so
Perfect.
2d3. So I get a 2 and a 1. So 3.
3. Okay. Excellent. So you are still going to take 5 points of damage to your endurance
It's my endurance. Okay.
as the stretcher just comes swinging around, cracking you straight in the side. It kind of sends you back off your feet, off your balance just for a moment. But you're still okay. With that, we're back at the top with you, Glitch. What would you like to do?
So he's up and about now. Interesting. Just because I'm not aware of the combat rules, is there some sort of a grapple rule in this?
Yes, you can certainly attempt to grapple this individual if you would like.
Yeah, maybe I'll attempt to do that. Kind of put myself in front of everybody else and just see if I can get behind him and kind of get him in a bear hug sort of deal.
Okay, for sure.
And provide an easy target for people to to hit as I hold him still. Hopefully that's the idea. We'll see.
Okay, I got you. Go ahead and give me a brawl check here, if you would. Or yeah, I'm sorry, brawn.
It's my best. Ooh, I got a nat 1 and a 3, so crit success.
Okay, excellent.
Nice.
Let me see here. Oh yeah. So as he swings the stretcher towards you, knocking you back, what does it look like as you go behind him to get in this bear hug?
Yeah, so he kind of swings at me and hits me back, but I do one of those when you're walking down the street and you trip and all of a sudden you jog for a couple steps and then you're like, okay, now I'm walking again. I do one of those kind of moves where I do a little roll behind and then come up behind him and just put my big beefy arms around him.
All right, excellent. So you'll all see Glitch as he's now got kind of Diesel just kind of locked up in a hold here. With that, we are on to.
I like the idea maybe that with the stretcher, he like maybe even knocked the sword out of my hand, and that's what prompted me to run around. So we'll say that my sword's on the ground too.
We can roll with that. I like your thinking. Okay.
Cool.
Sable, we are on to you.
All right, here we go. Let's see if I can hit. Ooh, I got a 1 and a 6, so a crit and a success.
Okay,
We're
perfect.
rolling
Give me
like
that damage.
fire today.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I keep rolling 1s on my damage too, so that's not great. A 5 for damage there.
5 for damage. Okay.
If I have a drone that has multiple weapons, can that shoot multiple times?
It's only
Does it
one
still
attack
shoot
per
one
round,
attack?
unfortunately.
Gotcha.
Um,
I was just wondering if it would be more valuable to put down the drone with multiple guns or not.
oh, gotcha. In this situation now, it would just be firing one at a time
All
anyway.
right, they all do the same, so
Perfect. No
There's-
worries.
no
this
gun
time,
is better than the other.
this time the bullets do pierce through his leather armor in the back, and you see them actually sink in a little bit farther. With that, we are over to Goose. It is your go. What would you like to do?
Gonna look at my shotgun and be like, this piece of shit never works. And then I'm going to just hit him with it.
Give me a melee attack with a shotgun.
Alrighty.
I'm holding him still for you.
Oh, I love Goose so much.
Just like
This is
right in the gut.
amazing.
Oh my fucking god, I got 11 and a 12.
Okay. What is your...
Pudgy.
So I will say you will have a -2 to these rolls because Glitch is holding him. Does that get you down to a success at all or no? Well, I mean,
No.
the 12 is
One
still
of
a
them was
critical
a
fail anyway.
Well, actually, yeah,
And are you skilled?
it does one. Yeah,
You are skilled in the melee?
and
Okay.
unarmed, right? You said unarmed. Or no, you didn't say unarmed, you said...
Melee.
Melee.
Oh no, fuck, no. No,
Okay.
they're both failures.
Even then, unfortunately, you fire up your shotgun, you turn it around, grabbing the hot barrel of it, and you're gonna just swing towards him. Unfortunately, oddly enough, there's another beaker on the ground that you just step on and slip over.
Fucking beakers, man.
Dude, Andy needs
just
to
like
clean
doing
up
that
her
like
shit.
cartoon, like...
Where'd all these banana peels come from?
yeah.
God
I
damn it.
love Goose so much.
With that, we are over to Andy. It is your go. What would you like to do?
Real quick, does his face give any sort of like, is he cognizant?
Give me a perception check. This will be a freebie for you.
Cool. That is. Oh, that's a 6, not a 9. Cool. A 9 would have worked either way. That's 2 successes.
2 successes. As you're kind of looking towards him and trying to read his facial expressions, it definitely looks like he's there and very much fully aware of what he's doing. He looks like a bro who's just roid raging currently.
Excellent. She is going to try and sedate him.
Okay.
So, lunging forward, trying to just jab right over his heart with the syringe.
Okay. Give me a melee attack here, if you would, with your syringe.
That is.
You'll also have a -2 to these since Glitch has him currently held.
Oh, right. Okay, then it's 2 successes.
Yes.
Okay.
Being useful.
Now, I'm going to need you to give me a brawn roll as well as you're trying to push this through his leather armor.
Yep, that's gonna be worse. Oh! That's a 2 and a 4, baby!
Okay.
And
Nice.
my DC is 5.
Let's see here. Okay. So you go running over, taking the syringe and trying to jam it as hard as you can into his armor. Unfortunately, the needle snaps off on his thick leather armor that he's currently wearing.
Excellent. If I can back up, I'm gonna back up.
Okay. Next go, you can back up. However, it is Diesel's go now. Glitch, go ahead and give me another brawn check if you would.
Sure. 2 and a 5, both successes.
2 and 5, excellent. Okay. He goes to try to pull away from you. Unfortunately, with the way you've got your arms wrapped around him, even with his size, he is unable to break free. Thank you for the 2 failures. We are over to Glitch, top of the round. Your go. What would you like to do?
So I don't know the rules, but I might need to just maintain grapple, which would be great. Or if I can grapple and pull my side arm out, I might try to do like a close, grab my my dire arms PF-112, my little handgun. If I can hold him and pull it out and fire him at close range, I do that. Otherwise, I'll just maintain my grapple on him.
Gotcha. Okay. I will say if you do go for the headshot on him, you will lose the grapple. So you can do one or the other.
I feel like, yeah, I'll keep the grapple because I feel like that's hindering his abilities to be useful. So yeah, I'll just keep the grapple then. You want me to do another brawn check?
No, we're good. We'll maintain the one we just did because he had a
Cool.
couple critical fails, so he's struggling, but he is not doing so hot.
Yeah, I'm holding him.
Perfect. We are back to Sable. Then Sable, what would you like to do?
I think Sable, realizing she's not doing a ton of damage, kind of is gonna try to see if she can calm him down, because it seems like the doc wants to stabby stab, which clearly didn't work, and we're kind of having a struggle.
Gone through the leather.
Yeah. She's just gonna be like, now, calm down, and try to analyze him to see what she thinks would maybe make him calm down a little bit.
Interesting. Okay. Give me a perception check here to start, if you would.
Sure. Oops, that's damage roll. Alright, I think that's just 1 success. This would be a persuasion, you said? Or no.
Awareness.
Awareness. Alright, 1 success.
1 success. As you're kind of just standing back and watching his body language, it's difficult to see if there's really anything you can do or say to calm him down. The only thing you really have on him is his name and his the girlfriend he was making out with a few hours ago. Unfortunately, from what you can tell, he is just basically just seeing red at this point.
Okay.
So if you want to try to talk to him, you can certainly try.
Yeah, I think she's gonna try to calm him down.
Okay.
We'll try.
Okay, go ahead.
Similar to other pets, she's just gonna take out a little treat out of her bag, a little snack. She's like,
Look, sometimes I get a little upset when I'm hungry, but Diesel, you need to calm yourself down. I don't believe you are like this. I mean, we saw you with your girlfriend. She's probably still waiting for you out in the hallway. Here, try some.
Are you walking up to him with the snack?
yeah, I mean, my buddy's got him held down. I'm gonna try to put the snack in his mouth.
Grab his mouth and
Give me
Look, sometimes you get a little hangry,
Give me a persuasion roll if you would, please.
All right, I'm good at this. Come on, you can do it. A 4 and a 3, 2 successes.
You walk over, offering up the snack that you just pulled out of out of your bag, and he just kind of staring
Beef
down
jerky.
towards you.
Beef jerky.
He opens up his mouth.
Put it in his mouth. I put it in his mouth.
You put it in his mouth, and he begins chewing on it. As he's just kind of staring down towards you, Sable, and he just says, "Thank you."
No problem. I'm sure you didn't want to hurt us. I was hesitant to shoot at you. Well, not really, because you were attacking my friends, but,
And he just kind of
Look,
looks at you. And
she's a
just,
doctor. She can help you, but you need to calm yourself, sir.
And he just kind of looks at you and just says, "Oh no, thank you for the energy boost. I'm still gonna kill you all.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
I tried.
Goose, it is your go.
Sick of all these goddamn beakers everywhere.
How many
get up
Damn
beakers
beakers
will
of
Goose
this
shoot?
motherfucking.
There's some rule for like charging and tackling, right? I kind of remember that reading the rule book.
99 beakers is all his problem.
If you want to attempt to charge and tackle this individual?
Yes, out of frustration with the beakers that I keep tripping on. That I'll probably trip on again with this this roll here. Looking forward to it.
I love you so much.
Okay.
Oh no.
So yeah, charging, you will be able to. It'll be a little bit more difficult to do. However, if you are successful, you can get a bit more damage off on him.
Okay. I'm
So you
going
want
with
to-
it.
Okay. We're gonna go ahead and give me a. You're just going in fist blazing, or are you trying to use your shotgun still?
No, I think I dropped it.
Drop the
I'm making
shotgun
bad
on the
choices. I
ground.
dropped the shotgun and I just tackle him.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an unarmed combat check here.
Hey, that was good. Both successes. One of them was a critical success.
hey.
Excellent. Okay. Now, mind you, Glitch is still behind this guy. So you tackle
Yeah, I
him, you
thought
are
about
pushing him on top of Glitch, just so you know.
Fine.
Okay, Goose, what does it look like as you drop your shotgun, take off? What does the
Okay,
scene look
so-
like for us?
First, I whip a beaker at the wall. I'm sick of this. And I'm just like, descends now! And just like charge over at him.
So Goose,
Just like flying.
Goose basically rages in front of all of you, slamming a beaker, charging through.
Oh no, not you two.
Glitch.
Yeah, I think some of that blood get on him.
I'm also gonna need Sable to give me a reflex roll as you're directly in front of
Oh,
this
no.
individual too.
Jeez.
Okay.
Oh, reflex roll for both of us?
For both of you,
Oh,
yeah.
one success.
One success, okay.
One success, but I'm skilled.
Okay, no worries. So as you both hear Goose shouting this, I'll say you see him begin to charge. So if you want to step out of the way, you certainly can. Or if you want to hold your positions, you can do that as well. Choices are yours.
Wow. She'll gladly step back. And as she's stepping back and he's charging forward, she's going to look at Andy and be like,
See, I told you you can't help them.
He's human.
And I'm pretty skilled in like tactical things on the battlefield, so I'll see him coming and kind of like line him up for the pass off, so that I can switch around and grab my weapon again on my next turn.
Okay,
A
excellent.
ball
So-
fighter, you know, like.
Yeah, exactly.
holding this up.
Hold him out to dry. Come
All
get him.
right, Goose, you see your opportunity. You tackle him down into the ground, just landing a couple blows right into his face. Go ahead and roll me some damage here. For an unarmed strike, it's just going to be a D3 plus 1.
D3 plus 1. 2.
2, okay. Does a little bit more as he loses his balance, falling on the ground, and you just start punching him right in his face. Andy, we are over to you. You see Goose just wailing on this guy. Actions are yours.
Andy is going to like, kind of like, what? Stupid going through freaking leather. And is going to pull out, because I had 2 sedatives. So he's going to pull out the second one. And I'm going to go for, the exposed flesh. Not the armor.
Okay, no worries. Go ahead and give me another melee attack here if you would.
Excellent. That is it still with the 2 because he's now dogpiled?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. Then that's 2 successes.
Okay, excellent. Goose, as you're punching away, Andy, you go charging over with this syringe out. As Goose is pulling his fist back, you see your opportunity to stab the syringe down right into his neck. You push down the plunger. And As he's slowly struggling to try to push Goose off of him, you can see a calmness kind of slowly begin to wash over his face as his rapid breathing begins to slow down.
Hey, Diesel buddy. Want to talk? Otherwise, my friends here do have bullets that could go into you. But we can chat.
Give me a persuasion roll if you would, Andy.
Why did I build a character who is really bad at talking? That is 1 success.
1 success.
Not
okay.
that bad. You keep succeeding.
Yeah, the other
Yeah.
one was an 11. And it just succeeded.
And he kind of looks at you. And he says, "Can you get this guy off me?"
No. You attacked us. I'm gonna go with the restraint is probably warranted. Consequences of our actions.
And as you say restraint,
I'm not gonna tie you down.
you see him
Unless you start acting out.
grab a piece of the broken beaker on the ground, a giant shard of glass, and he just swings it towards you once again, Andy. Unfortunately, because of the sedative, he is moving pretty damn slowly and just kind of half-assed, just his arm just kind of flops down.
Buddy. Stay with me. Diesel.
Mhm.
Just like full locking eyes, like we're good.
No. And you see
To be
him,
fair, he's just being honest. He doesn't look so great right now.
he's trying to still shove Goose off of him, and you see he is just locked onto you, Andy.
Yeah. What problem you got with me?
You're the target.
Yeah, why? That doesn't answer the question. Who sent you?
I figured you should know that one.
Answer the question. I'm gonna slap him.
Go ahead, Goose. Give me another unarmed attack here.
If I have a second
that's
in all
so
of
weird.
this, I'll snatch my katana off the floor too.
Oh yeah,
Have that
easy
ready.
enough for you to do that, Glitch.
Yeah. Cool.
12 and a 1 again.
Okay.
Yeah.
You get a good slap across his face. He just kind of looks back at you, Andy.
Andy's gonna lean in. You know, they always say that you catch more flies with honey, but I feel like I can attract quite a few with the entrails from your corpse. Now, how this goes is up to you.
Go ahead and give me an intimidate check if you would, Andy. Sable, any
I'm
actions
a little
from you?
intimidated.
Yeah, that's why I always come to this clinic.
I think Sable will assist in communications pending how the roll goes.
I'm going to use a grit because I'm not skilled in this.
Okay.
So that is 2 then. Just 1 succeeded. And then
Okay. He kind of just lays back and just gets this grin across his face. And, you know, I thought you doctors were supposed to be the smart ones. You think you kill me? You think I'm the only one?
Wait, who are you? I
Think.
thought you were just some guy we picked up. Like, who are you working for? And you said that Andy was a target. Are you targeting us? Her?
Well, I
Hmm.
think they're targeting more than just her.
He just looks towards you, Andy. Just think. Who would have your information?
I look at Andy.
I have quite a list.
Who's the one who would have given me your fingerprints?
Kind of just lean back. So what part of the experiment?
And he just kind of looks up towards Goose. Is he gonna finish this or what?
I'll
'Cause
plunge
if
the
you don't,
katana
I will.
into his chest.
Okay. Glitch walking over, taking your katana. Roll that damage for me. Since he's kind of on the ground, sedated up, he's not really putting up much of a resistance, so just give me the damage.
Just give damage. All right. All right. 2 on the dice. +4 is 6. +3, 7, 8, 9.
9 points. What does this look like for us as you walk over?
I don't need much of an invitation to do the one thing that I do. So at the first sign of, are you going to finish this? I'll just walk over and calmly finish it.
Okay. Goose, you're still on top of this individual as Glitch just walks over and very calmly lines his dagger up right with Diesel's heart and just slowly pushes it down.
Sable will move over to Andy and kind of put her arm around you if you are okay with that.
Yeah.
And she's just like,
Sometimes we can't trust the people we think we can.
Like I said, as much as I trust anyone in this city.
Well, who do you think it is then?
Most likely Ember.
That's what I
Boneface
was
is still on that
thinking.
list, though. As he, has other... Did we give him other data cores?
You only had him open up Embers,
Okay.
and I don't believe you left him with the pills or anything else, so...
no.
Prescription had a pill.
Yeah.
Correct.
It gives somebody
Prescription
else
has the
pills.
pills. Prescription is
Yeah,
currently
prescription has pills, yeah.
in possession of a couple of them.
Of
Yeah,
people
Nacho
who
gave.
know, choose the most likely. Very curious how she was able to get the word out that fast.
Well, she sent you here, didn't she? But now
Oh.
they know our names, so we're
You-
caught up in it.
I mean, this is my area of expertise, so you have to forgive me and catch me up. But you think Ember sent you here not because she thought the clinic was actually in danger, but because she knew that Diesel was here and was targeting you?
Potentially, yes.
I'm ready to go back to that complex and finish what we started there.
You do that, you're dead.
I think we're going to have a new plan of action. And I think Andy's right. You might want to lay low a bit and maybe put someone else in charge here in the meantime.
Andy's gonna step outside and look for Kirsten.
Okay. You all see Andy as she steps out of the clinic back towards the lobby. You step outside, and Kirsten is just kind of standing up there, arms crossed. You can see her breath in the air. She's just kind of shivering.
How you
Sorry.
doing, sweetie?
I also left my jacket in there, but you said don't go back.
I mean, that is fair. We had a situation.
Yeah, it sounded like gunshots and somebody yelling about beakers. Is everything okay?
Lots of shattered glass.
Goose had an accident.
Again?
Yes. But more than that, clinic isn't a safe spot for you.
Oh.
I don't know what's going on. Now, if I do find out that you were involved in this, there would be much more dire consequences. But you've worked for me for a while. You've earned a bit of my trust. You know that is hard-won.
I mean, you're the only human that stood up for me, and everybody else saw me as an outcast, so I owe you.
Continue to do that.
I
But there
appreciate
are people who either are hiding under that same guise or planning something much more nefarious. There is a dead body in there. will be dealing with it, but I need you to lay low.
Okay. I can do that.
And you are going to keep your phone on you.
I'll keep it on me.
I want you to check in every day.
Okay, I will. You just tell me when you're ready for me to come back, and I'll be here. Can I get my jacket, please? It's very cold.
Yes, yes. And she works at a clinic. She's used to bodies, so.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she walks through and she sees the broken beakers all over. She sees the shotgun blast in the ground and just kind of looks at it and looks at Goose, very confused.
I think Sable's, when Andy goes out, Sable says,
Let's clean up this mess and get to it.
and could I be watching that conversation? Not listening in on it, but watching it and kind of observing whether Kirsten seems like they're telling the truth or like they're acting.
Sure, give me an awareness check if you would, Sable.
Ooh, 2 successes.
2 successes, excellent.
I rolled 2 twos.
As you're kind of really watching her body language and her facial expressions, it seems like she's being very straightforward with Andy. Her concern is very much genuine from what you can tell.
Okay.
Andy's slipping a little, like basically a little apple tracker into her jacket as she hands it to her.
Nice.
I'll help Goose up from the body and be like, check in, make sure we didn't miss anything. I'll start getting this cleaned up here. I'll go off and look for a broom or something to sweep it up. But
And if there's any data on his hardware, we should strip it.
You got it. Does he have like any sort of like cybernetic augments at all?
I can pinpoint all of them.
Yeah, with your medical
with
eye
her
from your
eye.
With my
scan
bio read,
earlier.
I can pull everything.
The only thing that you would have noticed is he's got an ocular implant for like his phone as well as a compartment in his right thigh where you would have seen he has a pistol stored.
Good thing you were holding him down.
Take that pistol. Nacho will want to sell it.
That's true.
Which, as you open up the compartment, is already empty as Nacho took it from him on the street earlier when
Oh,
you first
that's right.
encountered him.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, that's too funny.
What about his pockets? Any cash?
You go searching through his pockets. You find about 25 neck in his pockets. You
I'm gonna
also
grab it and put it in my.
Goose is like, I'm
Overall
25
pouch.
neck richer.
you also find a little baggie with those very, very familiar pills in them.
oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Got more of these pills here.
Yeah, nobody eat him. I'm gonna take. Does he have his phone on him?
Yes, he does.
Does it have some sort of like? Is it a passcode? Is it like a facial scanner, a thumb thing?
I like
as
a biometric reader.
as you
I'm like
pull
already
out-
holding his eyeballs open, getting ready for the face scan.
Ew.
as you pull out his phone, it does appear to be facial ID on it.
Cool.
And if you do,
Oh yeah, we're totally using the dead body to facial ID
Yeah.
the phone.
okay.
Yeah,
the
hold
phone,
up his head. Yeah.
Yeah.
the phone unlocks. You see the basic apps, the basic, new age Twitter, whatever that's going to be called in the future.
Water.
Twatter.
Water.
God damn it.
Over there.
Scrolling through, you can see his contacts, his messages. You also see a symbol on there that is a human skull with vampire fangs.
Yep, I will be selecting that.
Okay. You click on it, and it pops open, and it requires a password input.
Try your birthday.
I'm going to walk over and try and like plug it into one of the machines that I have in the clinic, and I'm gonna try and hack the thing.
Okay.
I think I'm the only one with hacking.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
definitely are.
Most definitely.
Give me a
I
hack
am the
attack.
brain
I
cell.
think you're the only brains person we have, actually.
Yeah, that's 2 successes.
2
Because
successes.
I have 9 brains.
A whole 9 brains. Excellent.
A whole 9 brain cells.
All
That
9
is-
of my brains.
That is 8.5 more than I got. So you plug it in, and you start getting to work, and your tablet starts flashing all these different number combinations to try to plug into this thing. It takes a few moments, but eventually it does get the correct combination. Which, from what you can tell, it's just a random order of numbers. From what you can see, there's really no significance behind them. But the app unlocks, and you're just looking at this screen that's entirely red tinted, and it's got just a list of folders. One says contracts, one says contacts, one says payments. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna start with contacts.
Okay. You open up the contacts folder, and the first one listed is Ember Scorch.
Maybe we could text Ember from his phone. Like, job's done. All good.
That's very clever. I was thinking maybe he didn't know anybody whose name started with an A.
I don't think
Ember
that's
was-
going to fly. I think that's actually a better plan.
Are
If
there
you
any
lie low.
other medical people on the contacts list?
As you're kind of scrolling through, you're seeing a lot of. They look to be like almost like a lot of handles in here. So you see, Dr. Ember Scorch is the first one that you recognize. There's also one called like Ragnarok, one called Axe, one called Knife, one called Blade. Just really generic, different handles.
Is there a bone face?
As you're scrolling through, you do not see Boneface.
Okay. I'm then gonna
Maybe
go
we're
to
not the baddies.
yeah. I'm gonna go to contracts, and I want to see who else is on this list.
Okay. You go into the contract portion, and as you're kind of scrolling through, you see Andromeda Sky, you see Gustavo, you see Glitch, you see Stable, you see Ignacio Tres Diablos. And your names are the most recent ones on this list. You continue scrolling through. The only other name that you would recognize is Kai, who you would recognize from the bar as the bartender who served you.
Interesting.
Is there a price associated with each name?
Yes, as you kind of open up the names, it gives details of, for example, Andy, if you open up yours, it's got the address of your clinic, it's got your blood type, it's got your known hours of being at the clinic. It says price 10,000.
Pricey bitch.
How much am I worth?
Yeah, who's the most expensive contract?
Oh, that's too funny.
That actually is good intel though, because it tells whether it's who's the main contact, because all of us are linked together.
Would you like to open everybody else's?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely
Yes.
comparing everybody's prices, and not just out of a who's the highest, but
Okay.
Definitely
no
want to
worries.
assign a dollar value to my life.
yeah.
I will
More of
say,
who's the next target, right?
as you're kind of looking through, for Goose, it pops up the address of his garage, the operating hours there. It even has a small report of his job description for Trimble and Trimble. His price is $7,500.
Tough break, buddy.
Glitch and Sable.
More than I thought it was going to be.
Mine's probably more.
Glitch and Sable, it's got the address of your brownstone. With Sable, it even has Slice listed as your pet. It even has all 30 of your cat's names listed.
Oh my god.
Now that pisses me off.
Sable, you are
Bravo
worth
line.
5,000. Slice worth 3. Glitch, you are also worth 7,500.
Oh, okay.
You go down to Ignacio, and it's got the his bodega listed with the names of his family members, their hours of operation. There's a small report of some of the corpo bigwigs who stop in for breakfast on their way to the plaza. Nacho's worth 12,000.
Oh.
There. He and I were the ones down on the bar floor. I'm gonna look at Kai. Do these have like a date for when they were made?
Yeah, so all of yours were within the last few hours. They were added.
Cool.
In the last few hours.
Mhm.
Okay.
When was Kai added?
Kai was added about 12 hours ago.
Okay.
Yeah, it just says associates and it's got you listed.
What price have they put on Kai, and then schedule location?
Yeah, so they have the location of Misfit Loves. It's his operating place with his hours being the night shift. So looking at midnight to 8 a.m.
Cool. Do they have a home address for him?
From what you can see, no. There's no
Okay.
home address. His price is only 500.
Yeah.
From what you can gather, it's probably only because they know you've had some interaction with him.
Mm-hmm. Though his came in before mine came in.
Correct.
So they were watching him. Maybe we got ourselves on our list because we went and talked to him?
No, because his is so low. They must have been monitoring me. Or
Through him?
monitoring Nacho. And we interacted with him. We hadn't done anything to warrant a hit quite yet. We hadn't revealed anything.
What happens, I wonder, since this guy said that you were the target, is there a way to mark you as deceased on that app?
I'm going to look and see, is there like a little check mark, a
Swipe
Job well
right
done.
for dead.
It's like
Yeah.
a swipe right for dead.
From what you can tell, no, there is not.
Okay. I'm going to... Does it look like in his now just standard messaging, is there any correspondence with anyone from the list of contacts? Or is it all within that app?
As you go back out to just his regular text messages, you just see a couple of them. One says mom, one says bar chick number 3.
Oh, D.
Oh no.
What a dick.
I'm glad he's dead.
One says Big Tommy, the other one says like tattoo artist. Just very random. It looks
Just
like
one of those guys.
he's one of them. I mean, the guy's name is Diesel. Like, come on.
Does he
Sorry
have
to all
eyes
Big
Diesels
Tommy?
watching.
flat?
What's that?
I would have checked this when we brought him in, but he's human, right?
From what you could tell,
No.
yeah, he is completely human.
He's got
I'll go
no-
walk over and open his mouth.
You walk over and open his mouth. There's human teeth in there.
Human. Good to go. Just drop his head.
Is there a messaging sort of like report system within? Because he got a flash from his phone.
hmm
Is there a messaging report system from that app?
From that app, you could. It looks like the only way to message would be by going to the contacts and messaging them that way.
Okay. Is there any sort of chain? Like, has he gotten direct orders from anybody in specifics?
Or any payments for completed jobs?
Or any, payments from specific people?
Because there is that payment section, I think you said in the app too. So
Oh, yeah,
maybe
there
he's
was.
done a few jobs already.
Yeah, so as you kind of open up and kind of start looking through the payment section, you see one of the payments was for 3 Gaia officers deceased. It looks like he got paid about 15,000. for that job. A lot of the others are the same type of generic handles that you've seen, and these ones are all fairly dated at this point, probably about a month or two ago.
Is the formatting of my file the same as the formatting of Ember's? Or does it look like the formatting of her contact?
It's very similar to the formatting of her file.
Okay. And the files that we recovered, if we can, I guess we don't really need to hack those ones if they do match, but that might be what's on those data cores.
So if Ember is behind this somehow,
Who's
let's
involved?
involved somehow, yeah. Why would her name be on a SIM card? Unless the SIM cards are the people who use
Work
the
for
app.
them.
Interesting. That is something I haven't considered before.
Not targets.
Not targets, but yeah, operatives.
Mm-hmm.
That might be the case.
Don't we have more, don't we?
Oh yeah.
We didn't
Yeah,
give all.
more. We could start going through and seeing how many names we, just see if pull a couple random ones, see if the names match anybody in the contacts or contracts.
We're still in the van,
before
right?
we do anything, we need to find a new safe house and
Absolutely.
probably give
And a new
Boneface some
tire.
information.
Yeah, so
The tire. Let's not forget.
yeah. Is there an active chain of messages within the app?
It looks like the only active messages currently are between him and Ember.
Cool. I want to read what has been said. B, I'm gonna send I'm trying to mimic his syntax, so I'm looking at how he types prior. I want to know what they were talking about, and then confirmation of kill. And I even will use synth blood, and we've already got
Nice.
a fucked up looking area, and we can stick his phone on the drone and make it look like all of us are dead.
Love that. Stage it. Yep.
Okay.
I'm really
trying to
good at
stage-
deceiving, so I can
Okay.
assist with this if
Trying to
possible.
stage your own murder scene. I like it. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So as you open it up first to kind of read back through the messages, you can see that he himself is actually almost looks like he's very thoughtful and eloquent in the way he speaks. It's all full sentences, proper punctuation.
No emojis, huh?
No emojis. It's compared to his regular messaging, it looks like he knows when to, fuck around and when business is business. And it seems like in this app, it is nothing but business. But the most recent message from Ember that came through probably about an hour or so ago just reads, "Got her fingerprints. I'll send over the details. She's on her way."
Man.
Same trick I pulled on her.
Yeah, it's like the counter.
To be fair, I have her fingerprints.
You do?
We're even. That was, yeah.
That slimy bitch.
And just
That's
says, "Message me when you're done."
Cool. I'm going to try and tap into my own eloquent. Actually, someone else is probably better at being eloquent. And
Give it to Goose. Tell me you're gonna give it to Goose.
I'm real good at deceiving stuff, so if you
yeah,
like
I'm gonna hand it to Sable.
my assistance.
Okay. Passing it over
can
to.
I feel like I've pushed my luck on my 4 allure.
Okay, no worries. Sable, what are you going to type back?
I think kind of following along with what Andy was doing, I'm reading this kind of the way that he words things.
Mhm.
Is there a format that he uses, or is he really curt, or is he emoji user like these weirdos? No, I'm just kidding.
Like I said, zero emojis, just proper punctuation, capital letters. Almost like he's typing up a school report to turn in. Is how he messages with Ember. It's just a straight business. He doesn't From what you can tell, he only puts in necessary details.
Okay, only the necessary
Mhm.
details. Right. The job is done. And then listing out each of the job names. Like, I'm sure they all have, like, little titles on their things.
Okay.
Should we send proof?
Did he send proof in any of his other encounters?
As you scroll back through, you're kind of looking at some of his past images. In this app specifically, as you're looking at some of the photos in these folders, there's quite a few severed heads that have been sent with the photos. There are a couple of photos of what look to be just like custom tattoos that are done. Most of these photos, though, we're looking at
Just
a
heads
lot of
and
blood,
tattoos.
just a ton of blood, and a lot of severed body parts.
Okay. I look at Andy and say, well, we're gonna need a lot of blood if we want to replicate some of these photos, but
We are in a
we could
medical
do it.
clinic. And
We
I
wouldn't go
wanna
down
have-
without a fight though either, so just tell me what not to break.
I'm gonna
Ah.
stage the photos.
and I'm
this
going
is
to
what's
try
going on.
and help with like my knowledge of medicine to create, because I know that she's also a doctor. The wounds, the fake wounds that we're creating using, I'll use medical adhesive to like adhere bits of glass and broken beakers.
Yeah.
Like half of a beaker sticking out.
Yeah.
of your mouth.
I'll bring over the dustpan that I've been sweeping into with all the shards of glass.
Basically into points that would cause fatal injuries.
Okay.
You can like fake move some arms and like make it look like they're missing and grabs a dead person's arm. I'm just kidding.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a morgue in this clinic.
That's what I was saying. I was like, we can figure it out.
Okay. So.
Yeah, I don't know how you want to do a combination for this. Or
So what we'll do
assistance.
is Andy's using her medical knowledge to stage this, so a medical roll from Andy. Sable, you're helping to set this up and trying to type out as if you were Diesel, so I'll need a deceive check from you, Sable. Glitch and
3
Goose.
successes technically.
Okay.
How does 3 successes work?
I critted.
Oh, nice. I got 2 successes.
Excellent. Glitch and Goose, what skills would you two be using to assist with this scene?
I was
I'll
just
let you
gonna go
pick.
over to Diesel's body and like kind of smear the blood on me, and then just lay down, like face down on the ground, like I'm dead.
Sweet boy.
Okay. Sure. Go ahead and I'll take a deceive check from you then as well, Goose.
Oh no.
Which would just be a
And
straight
skill.
guts roll if you don't have it.
Don't forget
Or
your
a straight allure roll, rather. Sorry.
Okay. I do have it, oddly enough. I'd have a 3 in allure, so
Nice.
yeah, but
Me
I
and
failed
Goose are
both.
just so charming.
Oh no.
Can I use all of my grit right now? Does it work that way or no?
You can only use use
One, right?
2 grit points to subtract 1 from each roll. I'll allow that.
No, that won't do anything. Okay,
Okay.
I fail.
Okay, no worries. And Glitch, what are you doing to assist here?
Well, I was wondering if maybe my my like combat strategy training would give me some sort of like ability to help stage the scene a little bit, as far as like the blood and gore of like the ferocity of battle. You know, how the body parts go flying across the room.
Excellent.
Maybe I could
Yeah.
be the one in charge of like doing blood splatter and stuff.
Yeah, excellent. I like the way you think there. That's perfect. Yeah. So using that knowledge, I'll let you pick which skill you want to use.
I'll use my strategy.
Perfect. Go for it. Give me a strategy roll.
1 success,
Okay.
but I'm
perfect.
skilled, so we're good.
All right, that's all you need. So with 3 of the 4 being successful in your checks, as you're all very meticulously getting all the bits and pieces moved into place, you see Goose just kind of take Diesel's blood, splatter on himself, and just go prone on the
He's
floor.
like smiling in the photo.
And you all kind of start
Like kind of like,
staging.
we're doing it.
Yeah.
You all
gonna
start
pull her.
staging around Goose's body here. I'll say with Ignacio, since he was still with the group, he's also just kind of assisting with getting everything set up, and he'll just kind of participate in the scene himself. You get everything pretty well set up to where you all believe you've made a very convincing.
I use my drone to take some shots.
Okay, perfect. Getting different
It's like on a
angles
timer.
of everybody. Okay, perfect.
Just get
And
my left side. That's my good side.
and you take what you believe to be a fairly convincing, just brutal murder scene photo of you all. Sable, would you like to attach that to the message?
If the previous jobs have attached photos, then yes.
Okay. You attach that to the message, and just need confirmation that you are going to send this to Ember.
If it all looks solid, then I will hit send.
Looks
Okay.
great to me.
Okay. The message
The lighting's phenomenal.
sends off. A few moments go by, and you get a message back on that phone. You know, lights up and just says, "Well, you work quick. Payment's on the way."
Pleasure doing business with you, as always.
And she replies, "Likewise." And then
That bitch.
she says,
I'm off to find a cat. 'Cause I think he doesn't have Slice in the other.
"Uh-oh,
cats,
we
right?
lost Aislinn. One moment, everybody.
Oh,
Apologies.
she's
We
an
will
internet
be
cat.
right back while we get everything revamped here. One moment."
What a cliffhanger.
Alright, and we are back. Sorry, sometimes Gaia gets to us and just fucks with our technology. It happens.
Back in our technologies.
So after you get that message of you work quick, payments on the way, pleasure doing business, she says likewise back, and then she says, got another contract to you. It's been added.
Ooh, well, look,
What
the
is it?
contract. What's the contract?
Okay. You open it up, and from a few seconds ago, it says Boneface.
No, not Mr. Face.
Oh, I show it to everybody.
Did anyone get Boneface's contact info?
Yeah, we have his info.
Cool.
He's
we
been
should meet
messaging us.
not at the club.
How much is the contract? Just curiosity.
Yeah. What's the deets on it?
So you open up Boneface. It's got his address listed as Misfit Loves. It even has the details of how to get up to his apartment. It says associates. It's got all of you listed, as well as just a list of other individuals. The price for Boneface, 100,000.
Oh my goodness. Big boy.
Um,
Do a quick search. Is prescription on this list?
his prescription on the list?
Can we do a search? Search by name.
Control F.
Control F. Yeah.
You start to scroll through the list, and you do see prescription listed as well.
What's prescription listed as?
His is listed at 10,000.
Okay.
His occupation listed as a drug trader. Associates, the only associate that you would recognize is Nacho.
Okay. Does it look like when he gets jobs, he normally replies back to her?
No, so the contracts, it looks like they just get automatically added to the contract folder, and he will message her, it looks
Only
like
when
just
he
when
needs
it's
it.
done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then he doesn't say anything back then. I hand the phone back to Andy.
Well, it looks
Hold
like
on to
our
it.
friend is on the list as well.
Oh, what do you
Out
think
of
we should do? Should
paranoia,
we?
I want to check and see if there's any like tracking devices or things on the phone or on his person.
Okay,
Something that's going to be tracking his movements.
okay, no worries.
But yeah, turn off Find My iPhone.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me another hacking check for the phone here. And anybody who wants to check the body can give me an awareness roll.
Yeah, I'll
Success.
check the body.
Okay.
I'm not good at hacking stuff, but I'm good at looking. Ooh, I got a crit and a 3.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
Sable, as you're kind of looking over his body, I will say, Andy, you didn't see any implants that would have like indicated like an implanted subdermal type tracker anywhere. Sable, you give it a good look over. Not seeing any type of tracker. The only thing you see is tattooed on his rib cage is that same symbol of the skull with the fangs. Andy, as you're looking deeper into the phone, trying to break through, it does look like this phone does have a security tracker on it as well.
Cool. Then I am going.
Ooh, we could put the phone on one of the drones and have the drone carry it around to places that he would go to kind of throw him off our scent, maybe.
Maybe to
To Misfit Loves, and we
Exactly,
take the Misfit
and then-
Loves people out of Misfit Loves, as if doing one of those sort of switcheroos.
I
There we
like
go.
this plan.
using our noggins.
All right then.
Great suggestion, Nacho.
Who has? I know Andy does not have Boneface's number. Who has the contact info?
I think Glitch, you were talking to him? Who was messaging back and forth? I can't remember. It was one of us.
Boneface had called Glitch before.
Yeah. I was like,
yeah.
I thought it was Glitch.
Oh yeah, I definitely have Mr. Face's number. Yeah. Should I shouldn't call him now and warn him though, should I? No, that's not what we're doing.
No, we should give him warning. I don't know if this contract goes up to multiple agents or not.
You don't think our phones are being tracked in any way, do you?
You know, look at my phone and.
I
roll
mean,
it.
They happen to know a lot about us, so.
And from that point on, Goose has no phone.
I'm gonna while Glitch is talking to people, I'm gonna check all of our phones. All of our
Clean
tech.
'em.
Yeah. I'm doing a full sweep.
Cool.
Okay, no worries. Go ahead then, Andy, as you're kind of going through and checking everything. Give me a programming check if you would.
Programming. Ooh, I am not skilled in that.
Ooh.
Come on, 9 brains.
Actually,
A
programming,
challenge.
or are you skilled in electronics?
Nope.
Okay.
Mechanical, medical, and hacking.
Okay, we'll stick with what we got then.
That is still 2 successes.
2
because I'm
successes,
nice.
excellent.
Smart.
Okay.
Yay, brains.
You begin doing just a quick sweep of everybody's phone, searching every app, looking for anything that looks out of place or suspicious.
Turning off locations.
Sure. Easy enough to do. Doesn't seem like anybody has put any type of programming on your devices.
Okay, so the plan is we're gonna send the drone with the phone to Misfit Loves, while meanwhile having Boneface leave Misfit Loves to join us. Well, where's our safe spot now? They know every location that we have.
Well, we need to find a new one. maybe Boneface can help us with that.
Does what's her bucket? I named her. I should know
Kirsten?
it. Kirsten.
Kirsten.
What's her bucket? Oh,
Is
God.
Kirsten's name on the app at all?
You go searching through the app, and it is a little bit farther down, but it is on there.
Okay. I'm not sure I want to endanger. If they figure out that we are alive, they will probably head there. That would be. If I were them, that's a logical next step.
Goose, I don't
If I were
suppose
Ember.
you've got a buddy that owns a garage or something, do you? That we could lay low at it for a bit? Maybe fix this tire as well?
I mean, not really. I was kind of if that's a competition, I'm trying to make friends with them, but there's gotta be somewhere we can go.
In my talks with all the like shady people who show up in my clinic, are there any abandoned buildings, places that people tend to go to disappear that I've heard rumor of? It's like
Give me a
streetwise sort
Give
of
me a
thing.
streetwise check if you would.
Yeah, I was like, would my cats know of any place?
2 successes,
2 successes.
and I am skilled.
As you're trying to think back, you've definitely had some of the more or less fortunate individuals come wandering in. And you know that kind of heading towards the outer zones of New London, there are some poor districts where even Gaia doesn't pay much attention to the poor souls that live out that way. So those would be towards the south side of town.
We should head south, find a
As
spot,
much as it-
and send for Boneface.
As much as it pains me to say this, I don't think we should take the van.
It is a bit noticeable.
Plus, we wouldn't be driving it since we're all dead.
Exactly. So, 1, we're dead. 2, it only has 3 wheels still. So, they're Uber.
I'm going from each of the spots where we had been laying. I want to take a rag and I basically am trying to make blood smears as if they our bodies were dragged out.
Awesome.
Okay, sure. Give me another medical check if you would.
That is 1 success.
Okay, easy enough, done and done. You start making them say they have been dragged out. I'm assuming out the back door towards your little loading dock area.
Yeah,
Okay,
as
perfect.
if our bodies were disposed of.
Yep, perfect. Easy enough to
We
do.
need to figure
Clever.
out what to do with
Yeah,
Diesel
speaking
too.
of bodies.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think Slice is eaten yet today.
I got plenty of things to hack up a body. I did say that I didn't mind taking it out of his carcass.
That's how we got the blood for the blood scene.
Well, Slice likes jerky.
It's very Little Shop of Horrors.
He was a jerk.
We feed the enemy to my cats.
Alrighty. It is
I don't know if
easy
that's a good
enough
idea.
to chop up Diesel if you wish to do so, making his body more manageable to carry and dispose of in
Thanking us for
whatever
medical
way
tools.
you
Yeah.
want to.
I
And
got bone saws.
Sure, bone saw, start slicing away. So with ease, you're able to set up the scene where it looks like your bodies have been moved elsewhere. Diesel currently chopped up into little bits, making him transportable as well, with the plan to head south to the outer zones of New London. And with that,
That sounds good.
we're going to go ahead and call it a night. So thank you
Oh,
all
damn.
so much for joining us today. We will be back here in 2 weeks with episode 4, but before we go, let's go ahead and meet our hired guns one more time. Plug yourselves where people can find you. Let's start off with Margaret this time.
Hello, everybody. I'm Margaret Krohn. You can find me at Margaret Krohn in all of the places. I do lots of tabletop stuff, so if you want to check that out, you can check it out. And I also make games and video games for a living. I'm currently working on a project called Ashes of Creation, and you can find that Ashes of Creation in all the places. And I'm working on the next edition of Witches and Spellcraft, which you can find the original over on Drive-Thru RPG. That's me.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Let's throw it over to Brice.
Hey, I'm Brice. That was a great game, y'all. I had fun. You can find me on socials at Iceman, BRRRICEMAN. And yeah, I'm not really doing anything outside of this, but come check me out anyway. We can be friends.
Do it. Thank you so much. Let's throw it over to Alex, please.
Alex, and you can find me on socials. Alex is my name, 734. And not a lot going on either. Moving, that's why boxes on the swap. Promise.
New garage.
That's what we're going
New
for.
garage.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And last but certainly not least, Aislinn.
Hi, I'm Aislinn. I'm Dollar Store DM on Instagram and YouTube. I am a budget crafter. I have an inability to pick a singular hobby, so I do kind of all the things. And you can also catch me here on the Initiative Order. This Saturday is our final episode for Chapter 1 of Conan. It's going to be 7 a.m. Pacific time.
Woohoo!
As I play Katrina, the scholar, maybe going sorcerer route of that group. I'm also the only brain cell of that group.
It just works. It's fine. And our fifth hired gun for the night is the wonderful Miguel. You can find him at Miguel_Classico on all the socials. Fantastic, very, very talented individual. Check him out. He does streams all over the place. As for myself, my name is Nathan Ridenauer. You can find me across all the socials at nride93, as well as streaming here with my friends on the Initiative Order, where I am the GM for this stream, obviously. I am also the GM for Symbarum, which we will be returning this Sunday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for episode 21 of Symbarum. So please come hang out, check that out. It's a ton of fun. Speaking of which, we've got a ton of games lined up for this weekend, actually. This coming Friday, we've got the revamp of Adventurers Wanted, a Dungeons & Dragons one-shot, rotating DMs, all kinds of fun stuff. We're going to be having the amazing Corey DMing her first ever stream. Super excited to have her. So check that out on Friday. Saturday, obviously in the morning, we've got Conan, followed by Vossen in the afternoon, and then Sunday Symbarum. So please come hang out with us this weekend if you're not doing anything. We'd love to see you in chat. We'd love to talk with you. And speaking of which, join our Discord. There'll be a link going around down in the chat below. We run free-to-play community games every month where you can hang out with members of the community and just have some fun. We also hold open calls. We've got one currently open for Season 2 of Chalice coming up next year. So if you're interested in getting into streaming, please apply. We would love to meet you and play with you. And before we go, just a final quick shout out to our wonderful sponsors of the channel. Starting off with, oh my god, my brain, Session Zero Clothing. Session Zero, amazing creators of TTRPG inspired streetwear. If you use code ORDER at checkout, you can get 15% off your purchase through them. Next up, we've got our friends over at Norse Foundry. If you use code TIO15, you can get 15% off your purchase through their website. We've got the wonderful dice makers over at Mithril Armory as well. If you use code INITIATIVE, you can get 10% off your purchase through them. And last but certainly not least, the fantastic Terran, aka Valrook, aka Umbral Oculus Dice. If you use code INITIATIVE, you get 10% off a full set of handmade dice through her store, so check that out. Really, really amazing stuff. I think that's everything. I hope. That's all I'm saying anyway. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. Hope to see you back here in 2 weeks. Until next time, everybody, stay safe, stay healthy. We will see you all in the next adventure. Good night.
Bye, y'all.